Live stream started.
It's not always there.
Yeah. You look clear though.
Right.
We're ready to go?
Yeah, live.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first meeting in September. My name is Hazel Mira. I am the chair of the Housing Committee for Community Board 11.
My name is Malcolm Gray. I am a member of the committee.
Christine Culpepper, committee member.
Rich Reynoso, co-chair of housing.
Okay, great. So we got that out the way. We have no minutes to review at this point. So hopefully we will have minutes next month to review. We really didn't have anything on the agenda for this month. We do have somebody coming next month. From, do you remember where they're from?
Yeah, I can look it up right now.
Okay, they're gonna be talking about first time home buying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, that's gonna be exciting. We, NIGC, we also do first time home buyer seminars, so if anybody's interested, just let me know. And, I'll hook one up for you guys. We really wanted to just talk about, future meetings and, any guest speakers we wanted, any topics that we wanted to bring, anybody wanted to bring up, so that we can kind of like do an agenda for the rest of the year. So the floor is open to anybody that has any ideas. We're kind of brainstorming right now.
That's us or also.
No, them too. I mean, they've been coming to the meetings, so they're part of the housing community.
Makes sense. Yes.
There was an email sent by the showman who I forget his name. It's difficult to pronounce. We always have. Yeah, Tune.
How do
Did you guys see the email?
How do you spell it?
What's his,
TEUN.
Oh, yeah.
did you see that?
No.
And I can't remember off the top of my head what the email was.
Oh, was it City of Yes?
What?
Was it the City of Yes? Agenda?
The Economic Opportunity Information Session from yesterday?
How long ago was it?
This was, I think I saw it today, but I'm not sure if it was sent.
I think it was City of Yes.
I think it was the city of Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah. So that's a great idea.
yes.
So
So what is it? What is that? What is the city of yes?
how can I explain it?
Yeah.
I don't know much music shit. The City of Yes pretty much is the city's new housing commercial agenda. Pretty much they're looking to do a few, zoning reforms. To try to like expedite.
Can you try to bring up that email?
Yeah.
Just so we can be very
Yeah.
clear on it, because
They're trying to expedite some of the zoning changes in the city for like more commercial development. I know. Yes, there is. The City of Yes for Economic Opportunity Initiative is part of their Adams Rebuild, Renew, Reinvent blueprint for New York City economic recovery effort. It will support small businesses and job growth for ensuring a wider range of businesses can use existing commercial space. So like, from what I know from some notes that I had, they're like trying to convert like some housing into not housing commercial, but allow like more housing to be used, more commercial use also. So like a person's living in a home, they can use their home for like commercial, taking a small business out of it also.
Oh, okay.
They also have the United Cities trying to go carbon neutral. That's also part of that too. So we're gonna see like a lot of the newer buildings, older buildings becoming retrofitted for that stuff. But I think that it'll be a great idea to have DCP come in and do a seminar for us, or even like an informational.
well, since they're already doing this info session on the 12th,
Mhm.
why don't we just attend it?
Well,
to see what's
I know I can't make that because of work,
right.
but I think it'd be great things to the board and have our own private thing with them too. so we can get more intimate information.
And that way we can get more people to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
pretty
time.
much. Yeah.
I still think we should promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
No, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it's on the
yeah.
Facebook. We put it on the Facebook.
And it's virtual.
Yeah.
And it's virtual.
So
So
actually.
Yeah.
Yes,
and-
I
and the-
posted it.
The thing about it is that you have to register
Mhm.
if you wanna be involved in this discussion, is that
Sure.
correct? Did I read that right?
Right. Yes.
So, yeah, before the 12th, we should know that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just listening.
So yeah. So I'm gonna put out an email blast from the housing committee for it too.
Sure.
Yeah, but also think, we should bring them in also, because we will have to vote on this stuff, I think in March as a board. So it'd be important that we understand like what it's asking for.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. And also, I know I did see, was it Riley's office, that did a joint event? Like it was like was it a first time home buyers event? With another group, I think it would be great if we could coordinate something like that. Like a workshop, like first time home buyers with
Riley.
Well,
with
that's,
Marjorie or something like that.
that's what we do.
That's what you do.
Okay.
Yeah,
We should do
It
it.
could have been me.
Yeah.
Well, we did it when we did it at Community Board 12.
So,
Do you wanna do it
we
here?
should do it here.
Yeah, we should. I already have them planned out, so,
Oh, great.
yeah, we just need the space.
Okay.
That's all. You just tell me where to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. I have a staff member that does them.
And also, Assemblyman Zaccaro also did a housing resources table at the library.
Okay.
If you're gonna team up with him too, so we can get that.
Yeah, we, NIGC teams up with HPD and we normally have, 2 resource workshops for tenants and 2 for landlords.
Okay.
They're always virtual now. We used to have them in person, but because of COVID.
Right.
And I think HPD is still having them virtual.
Mhm.
But normally when I was having them, we would have them like at Maestro's. And we would have them at the CCM building on White Plains Road and Waring Avenue.
Okay.
So we have done, I do them all the time. I do tenant rights workshops. I just had one at Bronx House not too long ago.
Nice. Okay.
Just tell me whatever you want and,
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do it for you.
Awesome. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of those things, yeah, every month we should have something like that.
Workshop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll definitely put time away to do that. I'll look at it.
Yeah.
I
do
think then we're discussing the ULURP process.
Oh, we did actually at the last meeting.
We
Getting
did.
somebody to come through.
Yeah.
I had the kids. I just saw that email actually.
Yeah.
See, that was Tion again.
Yeah.
Was that?
That was soon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He talked about that's when we had the joint meeting.
Okay.
oh, he sent that out in July though.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean,
That's
yeah, he just said we're happy to attend an in-person meeting in the future and give a presentation to the committee.
Yeah, so I think that should be the first one.
because Europe is where most of our part lies.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, do the,
ULURP.
Yeah.
for October?
Yeah. I think Europe for October.
Yeah, because I think he was looking at, to be honest, he had here August 15th at 7 and August 24th at 7, but we didn't have meetings.
Because what I was saying, the city of Yes and Europe goes hand in hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. So maybe you think he could kind of talk about City of Yes too?
Well, there's also been, conversation about them trying to do this, and I don't know if that's the mayor or the city collectively trying to do away with the ULURP process. It's
Mm.
been bringing up a lot of concern for a lot of people in
Yeah.
spaces.
Yeah. So I think if we hit Europe first, the city of Yes, and then we'll be better equipped in better equipped in our knowledge base as to how we can navigate through City of Yes and possibly make improvements when it comes to our vote. I think it comes to us in March for discussion. So I think that
Okay, and then in December, we can have the first time home.
Yeah.
buyer people.
Mm-hmm.
well, the first one, why don't we just take a weekend?
But we have to fill the agendas, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, first home buyer, okay.
Yeah, first thing, yeah. Let them come here, we could talk about it. And we can still go to events, but,
Mhm.
yeah, we need agenda items as well.
Okay.
What do you have for November?
The city of Yes.
Okay. And so then October is the ULURP.
Right,
Perfect.
okay. And do we meet in January?
I'm not sure, because, let me see what the first Thursday is in January. It's
I think we do.
fourth, I think we do,
Yeah.
yeah. Are
Okay.
we?
New Year's. Maybe we should be.
I'm not sure what, yeah, I don't have anything.
Yeah. I should be here, I think.
So we have October, November
This-
filled
And
In
December.
December.
and December.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
And in between that, we can plan some workshops.
Okay.
I think, one of the workshops that I'd be interested in hearing, only because winter's coming again very soon.
Mhm.
Fire protection. A lot of people in housing,
Oh,
like,
that's
we're
a
not
good
getting sufficient heat or using,
Or even if-
heaters, and this was one of the, reasons for the
yeah.
huge
A big fire.
fires, so,
Right.
and we had a couple of fires last
Mhm.
winter, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The big one in by Cortona, I think.
Yeah. So maybe that would be, we can get FDNY again.
I think so.
There's a fire.
Yeah.
Do we deal with like the e-scooters and like the issue with housing them?
Where did that
Because
go?
I know in my apartment building, it's like a big deal not to have them
Mhm.
because of the risk of fire. So I don't know. I could go with the fire protection
Yeah.
kind of
You should bring that in.
because it's a big. I mean, all the
Yeah.
it's still and especially in the winter,
Yeah.
you never know.
It's gonna be charged in the housing.
In housing, it's already folks are
So do you want to have the fire safety like in between October and November?
Yeah. Yeah.
sure if we
I
can.
like a workshop, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We could do that. Do you want to do it virtual? Do you want to, that's like more of an in-person thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And sometimes they bring giveaways. like
Oh, really?
They'll bring smoke detector.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
would do a mix of both?
Yeah,
I think people definitely come.
they sure. I mean, yeah, it's an important issue.
Maybe we could have it like Maestros is always open to us they're always open to letting us use space there.
Uh-huh.
And they.
Is there something that we can get near, one of the complexes that, what is that?
Oh, yeah,
Home
Pelham
Gardens?
Gardens. We should reach out, not Pelham Gardens, but yeah, it's a Parkside Houses, is it? I forgot the name of it. But we
Home Parkway House.
Eastchester Gardens, Parkside, yeah. We definitely should reach out to those. Because I've been I've spoken to Jeremy, some other members about this stuff. Like the NYCHA residents are a big part of our district,
Oh yeah,
and we
Pelham
need
Park
to,
especially.
yeah,
Mhm.
and we need to like increase our outreach to them for sure, and get them also involved at wherever we're going.
Mhm.
So I think it'd be a good idea to also team up with like people at Asha Grant, for example,
Mhm.
or some members on our board who are at Eastchester Gardens to get like those workshops or meetings there too.
Yeah.
So they're also feeding.
Especially because houses seem to have a problem with heating all the time,
Very
right?
true.
More than other
Um,
places, yeah.
We run the community center over there at Eastchester.
Oh, do you?
Do you?
We're all over.
I see.
And I can see it's all
It makes sense then. So it's just a garden?
Yes.
to do the FDNY,
Yeah.
but I have to tell you. It's very, nobody is gonna go to Eastchester Gardens except the people that live in Eastchester Gardens.
I
So if you wanna reach out, and I'm just putting that out there, because that's the way it is. So if you really wanna reach the whole community, you have to, we can have a workshop just for them, a safety workshop just for them, but a lot of the other community is not gonna wanna travel all the way over there.
Well, I think it's the same thing in regards to
Vice versa, yeah.
vice versa. Some people
Yeah.
I've spoken to, like they also want to travel. It's too far for them, some of them, right? But it's a community. We do have to bridge the gap. For too long, I think it looks like two sides of
Right.
District 11. And I think that outreach is much needed. So
And if
hope-
we get bad attendance, then we'll
Get
just
back.
do it again.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I personally will want to encourage people to come out.
Right, and the virtual option helps with those people who
Oh,
don't want to
true.
go.
Yeah.
That's a good point. If we could do a virtual, if we could do a live and get a virtual option.
Oh, I don't know how that would be set up.
Yeah.
I'll figure
Can
it out.
Jeremy help with that?
I don't know, we'd have to ask him.
Can you help
Well,
with that?
Jeremy?
Jeremy? Yeah.
Jeremy, yeah.
But yeah, but no, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think we should encourage it, you know, I think we should encourage the collaboration and the connection as much as we can.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if we want to reach the whole community, maybe we should have one over there and have another one somewhere on this side of the community also.
Well, let's see how it goes first over there. Maybe,
Yeah.
you know, we'll be surprised by the turnout.
And parking is horrible there, I'll tell you.
I
right
know,
now.
that's what we got.
Because the only reason why when I'm doing my workshops, I always look for a place that has really good parking.
Right,
Because parking is such an issue. That's why I either do it at the CCM, because they have a parking lot, or do it at Maestro's, because they have a parking lot. I try and get, you know, places where the parking is not a issue.
issue.
Because people are gonna say, oh God, I can't find parking.
I understand, that's true. But I know people like Janice travels all the way from where she's at.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm.
All right,
was-
Okay, so
So-
I will,
So we're good for and through, this is not January.
no.
Okay.
This
This
is
is between October and November.
November.
Okay. So,
So we'll try the East Chester Gardens. I'll get a hold of Keith Ramsey.
okay.
See what the work.
Do we want to do anything with land use again, or or should we sit on this and think about the idea? Just throwing it out there since I just saw
Another
that.
meeting with land use?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the combination, yeah, I think it's, important.
But we don't, I don't know, I haven't received any more reports back.
I haven't received anything. We had discussed sharing that information. And I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
DOB hasn't really,
I don't know.
for the past 2 weeks, I haven't gotten anything from DOB.
Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten an email
But
with
nothing on
the
August?
spreadsheet. No, I have not.
No, there was nothing on there. I mean, we looked at the list, there was really nothing. There mainly, permits for like to renovate a house, or to add a room, or to demolish a wall, or
Right.
something like that, but nothing that would be a red flag for us.
Any folks in the gallery have any ideas?
I'll open it up to the gallery.
Where's everybody? You guys hear us?
No, hi, guys, it's Cindy. Can you hear me?
Quiet.
Put your hand, go ahead, Cynthia, but if anybody has anything to say, please, raise your hands.
Hi, so no, I just wanted to piggyback off the conversation that was just taking place about like the reports or whatever. We received one in July and then nothing else.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Who was supposed to give us those reports?
I don't know. I think I mean, the one we received, we got I don't know if it was from Hazel forwarded from the Hazel, which was forwarded by the office. I honestly don't know. But then we got
Yeah, I
nothing
thought-
else.
I thought it was gonna be emailed to everybody.
Yeah, no, we got one in July and then nothing.
I think
That's it.
I think we need to ask. It was Harriet who sent it out.
It was Harriet?
Yeah. So maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Ask that every month, everybody on the committee
yeah.
be sent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll be this. Let's follow.
Anything you want to add?
Everybody's quiet. No, that's not what
It's the cobwebs.
I was like,
Summer cobwebs.
I was just so excited this week. I was excited for it. I was talking about Jeremy all day about it. I can't wait for house.
Diana?
Sure. I was wondering if we're still trying to look into 1682 Stillwell Avenue. I was by there last week and there was a partial stop order, something to do with the scaffolding. But I don't even
Was
understand.
the hard hats or the scaffolding? Does anybody have a copy they can send it to me?
I can email you one or send you
Thank
one
you.
from my phone. It was a partial stop work order and it had to do with the scaffolding, but I didn't understand like what it was. But are we still trying to find out what the building is? And
Yes,
yeah,
yes. I have reached out to Assemblyman John Zaccaro with names of the property owners to see if, he can get some more information through his connections.
Yeah, thanks. And
So
then
that's still an effort, yes.
the community groups have been talking a lot about the new or growing phenomenon of people who seem to be living in their cars. I don't know if that's exactly housing, but living in cars and vans and RVs,
Oh,
particularly on streets where one side is residential and the other side might be a park or
Mhm.
just a wall. And if we want to do anything about evictions, which are
Yeah,
peaking and will be
we put tennis courts.
increasing, I think. Just, I don't know, a informational thing about evictions. And also if we want to have someone from the Coalition for the Homeless come and talk to us, because
That's a great idea.
I mean, we certainly do have groups of homeless people in our neighborhood, people who are living on the streets, unhoused.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I know there was a article that I read a few weeks ago in regard to the rising phenomenon of people living in RVs in the city in general.
Yeah, it was a very interesting article.
where was that at?
Yeah.
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 I'm curious. I see it,
Yeah.
Right.
but and I would love to read the article.
Yeah. It's
It's everything that you can imagine, right?
Yes.
Why people are living in their
Correct.
RVs as opposed to, apartments,
Yeah.
studio apartments that are going for $3,000.
Yeah.
There definitely has to be a push in regards to regulation towards the rent prices, because this right now it seems like it's unsustainable for a lot of working people.
Well, even the Airbnb thing came out, I think, yesterday.
Oh yeah,
They stopped the Airbnb.
Okay.
It's about time, but
yeah. And there's the exodus of a lot of them is leaving the market.
well, they have to, because
Yeah.
it's just you're taking a loss on the property or whatever. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I know that, I read somewhere that, a couple of the landlord groups are going in front of the Supreme Court to talk about, doing away with rent stabilization.
I smelled, I heard like a snippet of
Yeah.
that, but yeah, they're not that
Yeah.
down. We're screwed.
Yeah, I doubt,
And New York City's over.
We're going
yeah, I doubt very much if that's gonna happen. There's,
to the ground after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, catch me in Oklahoma.
They're kicking us out.
yeah, I think there would be such an uproar. It would be a disaster.
Oh man.
Yeah, if I could just add, someone posted an article recently in our Facebook group about, there was tracking evictions throughout the city, and the 10467 zip code, like our area, is one of the higher areas,
Really?
which I know, which I hadn't realized.
Yeah, but
necessarily
10467
see it.
10467 covers a lot of community boards, not just ours.
Yeah,
I go into some of 7 and some of 12.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're happening in our area.
Well, I don't know. I think it's partially in our area too, but we have some of those buildings too. Just overall, I mean, the median income really in that zip code isn't high. It is not high. It's about 33K, you know? And so you can just assume like what's occurring with that.
and the rent control thing is there's a national, one of my clients wrote about it. There's a national movement to really abolish rent control. And New York is one of the few places that has
Yeah.
strong rent control. Almost no other city has anything near like what we have. So I don't know how secure we really are
Yeah, it's like a
outlier nationally.
handful of states to have it. Less than 5, I think. You're right, Dan.
I don't think it's gonna happen in New York.
But we could talk about evictions, rent stabilization, things like that.
future rent increases because it doesn't seem
Well,
like
that should be an annual thing we do, to
Right.
be honest.
Right, I agree.
we should
Just be a-
prepare for the
It
next
should just be a
one.
recurring thing, prepare for the next meeting.
Should we like, somebody should be tracking that, no? Like the stats and like, what's the average rent increase for our area?
That's a good question.
Especially as our area, the rent increases are citywide.
So you are, but
Yeah.
you won't be able to break it down like by the municipality, by district.
I'm not sure what you mean.
So like, you have a citywide, but you can get like data sets as to like, well, this area increased higher more than this area.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, they can't break it down. like
No, because it doesn't work like that. The rent guideline board, they vote on the increase for that year. That's for every single
that.
tenant.
Well, but isn't that rent stabilization? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, what I mean is aside from rent stabilization, that I know. I mean, like for
Yeah,
example,
like fair market.
yeah, not fair market, the fair market, the regular market, just to see which areas are in our district.
But they don't have to, the fair market people, they don't really have to register those rents anywhere, like with rent stabilized. Every landlord has to register every apartment with GACR, the state. So that's how you could track that. The fair market, I don't know if they,
Well, let's look into it, see if Google search will,
It might exist.
we can get that. So what is it? How do you want to frame that?
So what it was that, like, I'm pretty sure somebody's tracking data to see.
Tracking, okay, so you want tracking of rent increases,
Yeah, and to see how we're faring as rest of the.
increases
Because
compared to,
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some areas that are not seeing as high rent increases.
I feel like that's a Brad Lander question. Like, I'm sure he has it. I'm sure he has it, right? Like back in his phone.
Yeah. That data has to exist somewhere.
so you want to do it like within the zip code?
Not
Or-
zip codes, just our district. I think we could give them zip codes and then we could probably let
All
them,
those
let them-
and
yeah,
just- Okay.
yeah. So then I guess like we could call it our yearly housing report, something like that for CB11. And we report that every single year. Say like, this is what's going on housing wise for us.
Being your district profile.
This profile makes sense.
we could probably get that from a Furman. The Furman, yeah, let me look into that. Let me see if they have that,
Because we have
because they have. a
we have
lot of-
stats on ethnicity and income, right?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
this would be great.
Yeah. And then when it comes to the downtown elected officials, we could, maybe guide how they create policy. We still want that.
Okay, is there anything else?
Anyone else? Michael, Kay? Harry?
Everybody's fine, so then.
So I
Harry?
guess, for January, we'll have the Coalition for the Homeless come.
Yep, they can definitely discuss RV thing. It's incredible.
There was a car with an AC out of it.
What was it? Was it on Parliament?
No.
No, it was on
So
Seminole.
Yeah.
I left a note on the
Did you?
person's car door
What'd you say?
to reach out if they needed help with something.
Yeah,
You know.
but a lot of these
whatever it is.
folks, they're on their own. Like, they don't want no help.
Yeah, well, listen, if I was homeless living out of my car, with an air conditioner sticking out of it, I probably wouldn't want, a lot of tension beyond that. Given to my condition.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean,
Yeah. You never know. No, yeah.
well, there were, some complaints about the RV, and then the next day the RV was gone.
Oh, really? So
So-
they probably got so much
so
heat.
Somebody
Yes,
knocked on the
odds.
door
Yeah.
and, might have frightened them away.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, but the car with the air conditioner, it wasn't that somebody was living in there.
Oh no.
That was a worker's car.
Oh,
That wasn't anybody that was living in the car.
So that was a worker that just,
Yeah, that was a worker that just put an air conditioner in his car.
so when he goes on break. he's-
Have you been there?
No, I got that from the cops.
I went there, and that is definitely somebody sleeping in that car.
That's not what the police told me.
I don't care what they told you. What I saw was a partition. They may put curtains, between the front seat and the back seat. Right? And it definitely looks like somebody is, sleeping in the
Oh,
car.
okay, but that's not what they told me, because they went and investigated it.
Did they speak to someone?
Yeah, they spoke to the owner of the car.
Right, so that's probably what they said, but it looks like they're definitely sleeping in it, you know?
Okay, anything else?
That's-
Waiting for the business.
Okay.
I think we're good for now. We'll circle back on the rest of the months, but I think this is great. We have a lot of hits.
So we're gonna open it up to the gallery.
Yes. Diana?
No, nothing else.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Anybody else?
Your hand is still up.
Yeah.
Fine. Let me ask you, Hazel, about community committee membership. That one up again,
Okay,
so you can discuss it with the chair of the board and see what her answer is.
so, you wanna discuss it here?
Fine.
So Robert, I had appointed Robert to be a community member of this committee. And Bernadette, and there was an issue, he posted something and Bernadette got a little upset and she called me and then we kind of like took him off. So, but I don't have a problem with him being a community member. Which it just means that he's part of the community and he's part of our committee.
Right, non-voting member.
Right, just that he
And-
comes to our meetings all the time. Whenever I need any kind of information, I'm forever bugging him and he gets me whatever I need.
In 2022, I was technically the consultant to the committee.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem.
So why was he removed?
Because, well, when him and I had a conversation and he promised me that he was not, because I told him, look, you're gonna be part of the committee. I don't want you bad mouthing us because that defeats the whole purpose. And he put up a post.
Yes,
and
I
then-
remember.
Yeah, Yeah.
Well, it was someone else who put it up.
okay, on a page, but it was on a page that you
Well, it's
created,
freedom of the press.
right? And, yeah.
It's
So,
a Bronx Times article about another candidate
right,
from a different party.
So the agreement with him was that he doesn't attack the board?
no,
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 What?
that
There was
wasn't
no-
attack the board, it was,
it's all agreement.
I don't understand, I'm confused.
No, I don't think it was just he was on and then they removed him
yeah,
But what was the reason for it?
because of this Facebook article.
Bernadette's, and we'll leave it at that, because of Bernadette.
Well,
But there was a
Okay,
Facebook article,
so-
no?
When I spoke to the borough president said there is no control over Facebook.
But what I'm
Because
saying is that,
Bernadette put something up about me.
but no, I'm saying a Facebook article offended someone and that caused you to be removed.
It was,
that's exactly it.
Okay, I'm.
well, I
Wait a
didn't.
minute.
I want to clarify. I don't know who got offended. I'm just saying.
All right, I'm lost in the sauce.
Yes, that's Robert, right? That's what,
Right. I
okay,
have several
okay. I don't know who
Facebook pages,
got
And it
offended.
was approved.
Okay, okay.
What did he say? What did he say in the article?
I don't know.
What did you think?
Robert, what did you say?
It was a Bronx Times article about a Republican candidate.
Okay.
Right,
And then Roxanne Delgado put up about the ethics committee,
Mhm.
which was later taken down.
Right.
but she was mad at you because of that.
So
So can we have him back? You don't mind having him back?
I don't have a
I
problem.
mean,
At a meeting, I remember you said that some of the committee members had a problem with him. Who was that?
No,
no.
I don't remember
No?
saying that.
It was like three of us.
Cynthia?
Robert, do you think it was personal?
Hello?
Hold on, Harry, Cynthia's hand is up.
No, so just as an outsider and somewhat unbiased, I think my opinion is that if it had nothing to do with a housing committee issue, then there really was, I can see if it was a post that was damning or damaging somehow to housing committee business, that, you know, one can justify saying this person is not appropriate for the committee. But if it was about some other nonsense, petty Facebook things, then I don't get why something like that would happen. That's just my opinion. Thank you.
I just think so.
Harry?
Yeah, what's up? Robert, do you think it was a personal matter? It was a personal issue?
No, it wasn't. It was something that was when
I'm
you have a
saying, did she go
Hey.
after you because you posted that?
No, Harry. For instance, on your Facebook page,
I
anybody,
can put whatever I want on the page.
right, and anybody, other people can post on your page as long as you say, okay, or you don't do anything about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that was the problem.
So somebody posted on your page.
Yeah, well, there was a post.
You didn't post it yourself.
No, I didn't.
That's wrong then.
And
That
she
was
was
wrong then.
upset. She said that wasn't
Those,
the
that was the two
agreement.
things. There was no agreement made. There is no agreement made when you become,
Yeah, okay, so either way,
Mhm.
can we add him back?
Well, the issue with that though.
it all depends
No,
on
no,
how.
no, I'm asking
We
about
get-
the, I'm asking about the first step. The first step is,
The issue with that is that
what?
we could ask them to come back, but the appointment powers isn't with us.
But let's handle that at the next,
100%.
yeah, conjecture.
But I think what I did brought up before, I think that in regards to that exposes a real issue overall.
And that's why I wanted to
Right.
kind of add him, because I wanted to talk about this on the larger scale.
Yeah, because
There is no real appointment
right.
process.
That's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
Well, a second. On a governance long term, there should be a application that we have set that a community member can be able to fill out to apply to become one of our committee members, right? And we should be able to decide that based on the merit and the value of that person.
It's not he's not a committee.
No,
He's a community.
I understand. Trust me, I understand. But what I'm getting at is that there has to be some integrity into the process that also allows transparency so we can see what's going on.
Sure. Is there a process now?
No.
No,
So are folks joining as community members on other subcommittees?
By the behest of the chair. So the chair.
Is this a
can-
fact?
That is
Well,
a fact.
Okay, that's a
If
fact.
you have 12 boards doing 12 different things.
bylaws.
12 different
That's our
boards.
bylaws. So we will have to literally change our bylaws to
bylaws.
form
I mean,
an application.
If it's being nilly-willy, then it should
The
be,
city charter allows it.
no, I know, I'm just saying, if we're doing it now, kind of without a basis of bylaws, we
Right.
should kind of
Yeah.
memorialize this in a proper document.
Because
Cynthia's hand is
Go
up.
ahead, Cynthia.
Is that from before or no?
Oh, no, sorry, that's from before.
Okay, that's what you were gonna say?
yeah, at the time, I agreed with Bernadette. I didn't know the whole story, but I did agree with her because you and I had spoken and I'm like, I just spoke to this man yesterday
Yeah.
So there was a discussion with you and him,
with me and Bernadette. And we
not with
both-
Bob?
Not with Bob. I had a discussion with me and, but I don't want you to think that it was just her decision. We made the decision together. And then afterwards, I had a change of heart. I said, well, that's really,
Yeah.
I changed my mind.
Yeah.
right? He's an asset to me. and-
That's, yeah, that's
You're
your
right.
call.
Yeah.
Because,
That's your call.
Rich,
Yep.
it was at my behest that I told the two of them that this is the way it was done on CB8. When I was a member of
Yeah,
CB8.
yeah.
That, okay, so there is no set process. Each
Right.
community board right now is doing its own thing.
Yeah,
You have your own bylaws, as long as they don't contradict with the city charter.
yeah. I mean, as long as you don't embarrass the committee, with some devious action. Is it silly to me? It's kind of high schoolish to remove anyone for a Facebook post, right?
Thank you.
It's we need a more professional and integrity.
So what do you wanna do about this? Should we try to add him now and deal with it later, or do you wanna work through the process?
I don't know.
Because he's not gonna go away.
There is no
I
process.
don't know. what
I know,
the
that's what I'm saying.
process is.
I should, but
I would,
do we wanna go at the full board meeting September, bring this up?
No.
Make a, what I'm
So
saying?
is it that we recommend that he be added back on?
That's what I'm saying.
And have her act?
Yep,
And
And if she refuses to add him on,
Say
we can
why.
pursue
yep.
a bylaw change.
Correct. That's what I'm going with.
Right, and then majority vote could be.
Yeah, and then we'll leave it to the people.
Perfect. I like that idea.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Because we need to put it to bed.
Unless our president decides he has, a set of rules,
Yeah.
but I doubt that because,
Yeah, we don't want to wait for that.
But do you understand what we're saying here?
No, I know, I
We
understand
wanna
that.
respect the process, right?
I agree.
So
I agree
I
with
don't,
you.
I don't have a problem with you being on as a committee member.
Yeah.
I hope that, we get
That's the
more of
way-
our, members on, as committee
That's the
members.
way future board members. are
Community
supposed
members,
to
I mean.
run, As community members.
Well, yeah. If
Does anybody else want to be a committee?
Yes, it is.
I'm big on integrity, so I just want to make sure that everything we do is.
All right, so. Does anybody else want to say anything from the gallery?
Once. All right.
Okay. So do we have any old business? Oh, yes, I do. Sorry. 2443 Poplar.
Oh, yeah.
Going on there.
That's the site of the homeless
Shelter,
Second.
the men's shelter.
men's homeless shelter. So I spoke with Jeremy yesterday
Okay,
and
yeah.
this is an old issue. It's-
I remember
you know,
last year, no?
Yeah, this is a site that was picked by I don't know who, but it's gonna happen and it was better that we picked the site, and I think this is supposed to be somewhere else, right?
Was that the one
Stillwell, that was.
Stillwell.
Right, and then it moved over here.
Is that the one that Al sent the letter?
It could be.
Because of Mark Jonah.
Yeah,
But,
Right.
but did that go
Right,
through a
that was-
committee, did that go through a committee board vote for that letter to be sent?
I don't think so.
God, I don't know.
I don't remember. I feel like it was a while.
Because wouldn't that be
Yeah.
issue? Because I don't know.
This is gonna happen. It's happening. I don't think there's anything we can do.
Yeah, I don't recall.
But the thing is that we have to let the community know that this is happening. Let them know again that this is happening.
Okay.
Right. But they'll definitely ask how it got to that point.
Yeah, for sure.
And we will have to explain that.
Well, hopefully everybody will remember, because I swear I don't remember. Do you remember?
I don't think
It
it
was,
was.
Mark didn't want it done at Stillwell.
Right,
He got Yahe and Al. There was a proposal to put it by White Plains Road under the train or by the
right,
train.
that
I didn't
was,
know.
That
whether-
Right.
the alternate site. And this
Yeah.
one was agreed upon.
But there was no vote.
The community board didn't vote on it.
You
They
have to
just,
check the minutes on that.
We'll check it.
when would that be? Do you remember?
November. of 20.
Mark Jonah was the councilman.
So that was a few years.
it was like.
He told
Oh,
me-
Jeremy must know.
Pandemic.
Yeah, wow, 19. Okay.
Jerry,
I
Jeremy.
don't recall reading a vote like that. Okay.
You weren't on the board.
I think it was, yeah, it was before my
Only
time.
Hazel.
It was before my time.
I don't remember. I swear I do not remember. But anyway, so we have, reached out to this one person that kind of knows everybody on that block, and we're just waiting, to, give him the information, and then we're either going to door knock the block and just let everybody know that this is happening, and then we'll just put it out there to the community. So I don't want anybody saying that, we didn't tell them anything, even though this is an old issue, but
Somebody.
It's come up
somebody's
now.
gonna say it.
So you
Yeah.
want a door knock near near Poplar Street?
yeah, there are houses on there. There are private
There's
houses.
a few of them, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's a good idea. But somebody's still gonna say we didn't inform, they weren't informed, but it's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So Jeremy did contact the person, so we're just waiting for him to reach out to us. Okay, so that was my old business. No more old business, all right?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did we hear anything on Just Homes?
No,
Any information? Okay, so that.
nothing new. Nothing we don't already know. New business? I thought you had something.
We discussed it.
Oh, okay. Any new business for anybody? Out there?
Harry, you wanna sing?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so just to recap, so October, we're gonna have somebody come and talk about the ULURP. November, we're gonna have City of Yes. December, we're gonna have the first time home buyers people. In January, we're gonna have the Coalition for the Homeless.
Yes.
In between October and November, we're gonna plan to have an FDNY safety workshop at Eastchester Gardens.
Perfect. I love it.
Yep.
And then maybe between November and December, we'll have a tenants' rights.
Okay.
Yep.
The tenants' rights, I normally cover tenant rights, I cover housing court, I cover, I have people from the, I just cover a lot of.
You know what I'd like to see, and I think that you're probably the best, person to do this, like us do a workshop on organizing tenant associations.
Okay. I do that too.
I know, if I'm saying you would be the best.
There is a, I wanted to bring this
Like
up.
a
I almost-
workshop,
I
yeah.
almost forgot. There's a building on Kruger Avenue that I'm going after.
Which one? Cougar what?
Kruger and Leidick.
Oh, okay.
I know that one.
2051 Kruger.
What's the issue there?
So the issue is that it's, the owner doesn't make repairs.
Is it the one by the bodega or by the Chinese store?
It's right after the Chinese store.
Okay.
It's a little building.
Okay, down the block probably.
Yeah, it's a little building. If you're looking at, if you're on Leidick looking towards like Holland,
Uh-huh,
it's on that side of the street.
got it, okay.
Yeah. So she doesn't make repairs, and then when she does make repairs, she wants to charge the tenants for it.
Oh, did she charge that, there's a clause where they can charge if it's like,
MCI,
say it again?
MCI.
Something like, yeah, where they, if it's CapEx, capital
No,
improvements.
no.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with it.
Okay, maybe,
Like if they have to come and fix a sink,
Yeah,
wants to
ragged
charge
or
them for
something
it.
like that.
oh, I see.
change the door, she wants to charge them.
Oh.
There's something wrong with the windows, she wants to charge them.
How big is this building? It's like one of the.
Small, it's a
Oh,
walk
that's
up,
it.
it's like maybe, oh gosh.
30 units.
It's about maybe 30 units or less. It's a small building.
That's insane.
And what's the issue? I'm sorry.
She's like making that she's charging the tenants.
She's
for-
charging them for repairs, for normal repairs.
So like you want your sink,
Right,
you
right.
just think I charge you for it. It's crazy.
The what?
If you want your sink repaired, they're not charging for it.
Yeah, so I decided that I'm gonna go after her.
It's exactly.
Is it a rent stabilized building?
Yes,
Even worse.
How many units are rent stabilized in there?
I don't know off the top of my head, that's the building that.
That's a fairly new building, no?
Oh, it's the one right next to the, okay, I know where that's at.
The. Wait, I can't see it.
Here, pass me. Yeah, 2150.
But that can go,
Oh, yes, that's next to the shoe shop? A shoe repair shop?
No,
Or
it's
the-
on the other side.
that's on the other side. I think it's next to like a
The other
taco
side.
spot.
Okay,
That's what you do.
okay,
Yeah, the Chinese restaurant is on the corner.
yeah.
That goes into tenants' rights, like you guys should not be paying.
Yeah, so
Like,
I'm gonna go
Folks
after.
they don't know they don't know the rules, right? Like they could get this bill and be like, oh, I don't know anything about that.
We had a tenant come from there to the office,
Yeah.
and she was complaining about it, so.
Okay.
Uh,
Is anyone new business?
Huh?
Is there anyone new business?
I don't have anything.
Let's not do that.
No, that's okay.
Want to adjourn?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What time?
Sorry, just in case I have my hands up, in case no one noticed.
Oh, you weren't here in gallery. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry, Roxanne. You can go ahead.
Thank you, I appreciate it, because I appreciate when people have integrity and treat everybody equally and give people the same time. But I was listening to this on the train, and regarding the Poplar Homeless Shelter, Hazel, it was actually you who had provided those locations to DHS. If I could send the link, sorry about this train. I could send you the link to the YouTube videos where you state that you guys didn't have much time to consult with the community because that shelter was about to open on Stillwell. So you and the district manager, it's not on the video, and certain other individuals submitted alternate sites to DHS, and those alternate sites were not discussed with outside the board and maybe even within other board members. So Hazel, you were part of that process. I'm quite surprised that you don't seem to have any recollection of that. But I could send you the link to that video. It came from your own words when I asked you why was those sites not discussed with the community beforehand, and you said that due to lack of time, and those sites were selected through the help of yourself, through the district manager and the former chair. So if you want
Okay, yeah.
clarification.
Can you send me that link? Because I don't remember that.
Yeah, and also when the shelter was relocated, I recall the former chair thanking you specifically for your assistance in that letter at the full board meeting as well. And you didn't object to it. You didn't correct that person saying, well, I had no knowledge of that letter. You just stood quietly. So I'm kind of confused with this discussion, but nonetheless, I think most people in that community, on that block, knows that homeless shelter has come because they've been doing rallies for over a year over there. And that shelter was already approved to happen over a year ago. So just because the construction is starting today, now, doesn't mean that it was recently approved. It was approved a year ago. It was a done deal. So it's nothing that's getting done.
Okay.
So it got the RFP. The provider and the developer has been already selected through the mayor's contract hearing, which no one attended. So, but anyhow, thank you. Oh, I do have something to follow up with, please. This is something,
Please.
regarding the fine fare upzoning.
Yes.
I was talking to Hazel. Is this Hazel?
I mean, you're talking to all
Talk
of
to the
us.
committee.
No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't know if I was speaking to. I can't hear with all the
No,
back.
yeah, you talk. You go ahead. Yeah, you're talking to all of us.
For you, just like Hazel, because she has the NIDC relationship. Can you
Go
follow with HPD at what is the final rent tier for the Allerton fine fare upzoning? Because remember, they said that it was not set in stone yet, that the upzoning has to be approved first before they negotiate the tiers of rental income and rental expense. And I think Ted Weinstein gave up ballpark. It was going to be like between 60 to 90% AMI. But again, he did say that it was not finalized yet. So if it's possible to get that information, if it's been finalized, and what are the rental tiers for that project that's going to be built soon here on Allerton Avenue? Well, Boston Road
Okay.
with Allerton.
I can try and find that out. I'll
Well,
ask around. There's really a misconception about exactly what NIGC has to do with this project.
No. I'm not saying, I just mentioned, I didn't mean to mention NIC has nothing to do with it. I mean, they were hired by the developer to do the marketing and to do the Housing Connect, but it has nothing to do with the project.
If this is an NIDC question, I would suggest.
No, it's not NIDC question. I was explaining why I brought up NIDC, because they were hired by the developer. It has nothing to do with NIDC.
I understand, but part of your question also was asking Hazel to find information through NIDC. So if that's a
No,
question,
not through
email her
NIDC.
that.
I never said through I said through Ted Weinstein, the HPD. He's HPD. He has the rental tier.
He's saying she wants Hazel to use her connection to talk to Ted to figure out what the
Thank
rent.
you. Exactly.
Okay,
What the final rental.
Yeah,
is.
which is a good question because he did promise us that, so that's fine.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's
Thank you for remembering. A lot of people forget what's being said in the prior meeting. He did promise that once those numbers were finalized, or once they were reaching that process to get those numbers finalized, he will provide them to the board and to the community so we know what are the final numbers. I don't think this is on, and will be public information anyhow. When they do market these apartments, it will be in a list of HPD Connect. So I'm not asking for any confidential information.
All right.
Anyhow, thank you so much, because I'm underneath the train station. It's hard for me to hear. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Any other hands? Final call? Going once, going twice.
So
Cold.
good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Meeting adjourned at 7:35 p.m.
Night.